possibly can.
Hey, is anybody out there? Is anyone there? Is anyone there? Again, I have no idea whether you guys are even going to come on this show today, but I'm going to do this show anyways. Why? Because, I don't know, it's kind of what I do. I have forever been an everyday sort of person. It's just who I am. I do remember getting perfect attendance awards growing up before they, dismantled those because people were coming to school while sick. Just to get the stupid attendance awards, they were spreading viruses. So they don't give those anymore, I don't believe. But I used to get them all the time. And I do believe in striving for your dreams as hard as you possibly can. And that requires taking no time off. But for me, certain things that seem like work to other people aren't really work to me. I see very much so as work and play are basically the same thing. So I will sit here and I will talk to myself for 30 minutes because it's kind of what I do. I see it as practice, whatever. I don't really care. And maybe someone might watch the show on replay. I have no clue. If you're here, let me know that. You're here in the comment section. We have a Christmas tree in the background. It is fake. There is no tree. I don't believe so, at least. There's no presents underneath either. If there were, they would be fake as well. Because that's what we do on the show. The shows are all fake. But what you do is real. So hopefully you guys are working out and you guys are getting better, etc., etc. And again, I was going to say, again, when I was a kid in high school, to me, homework was kind of fun. I would just I would play video games and then I would do homework. To me, it was almost the same thing. I would just be joking around. If I had no more problems to do, I would make up problems of my own. And this is no different as well. I mean, some people would say that I don't get outside, all I do is work, but to me, it's like I'm just playing around all day long on my computer, and it's just like a fun game. So if you see basketball like that, you are lucky. Kobe Bryant was a big influence in my life, as well as many other people, but he especially, because he just saw like work as like a thing that he just did. And so, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's like, if someone goes, well, it's the holidays, take the day off. Cool. Then what do you do on your day off, right? Because we don't go to school, we don't go to work, right? Because it's Christmas, right? Or it's your birthday or whatever, right? So what do you do? Well, the answer is like, well, whatever you want to do. Or like, like whatever brings you relaxation. What if the thing that brings you relaxation is hard work? Then you're the luckiest person in the entire world. Then you kind of understand who people like Kobe were, and who I like strive to be. And later on, we'll talk about how he really wasn't that. It's kind of funny, but yes, let's start with the quote of the day. The quote of the day is, "Without struggle, there is no progress." All right, understand that. You have to struggle. You must struggle. If you're not struggling, you're not headed in the right direction. All right, basically, it's like a telltale sign whether you're headed in the right direction. So, if you were like, again, trying to like escape a building that was on fire, and you were headed in one direction, and you noticed that it was getting hotter, you would be like, wait a minute, I think we're going the wrong way, right? Whereas if you were headed in the correct direction, you could feel like some cold air, right? You'll be like, okay, I think that this is the right direction. Well, the same thing for success and progress. If you're not struggling, I mean, the room's kind of heating up, baby. If you ain't struggling, you're going the wrong way. And if you are struggling, that's the correct path. If it's harder than you thought it would be, if it's like, oh, dude, I don't think that I can accomplish this goal, possibly, then you're on the right path. That's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. So without struggle, there is no progress. So if you're a person who doesn't like struggling, again, you're in trouble. If you're a person who loves nothing but struggle, and you're just like, yeah, I love failing. Oh my God, I get to try again tomorrow. Well, then you're a freak. You're a weirdo, but you're going to be famous. And you're going to be like rich. You're going to be like accomplished. You're going to be whatever you want to be, basically, because you like what no one else likes in the entire world, and you're a special human being. So hopefully you see yourself that way, and you want to play against NBA players, even if they kick your butt every single day, and you're just going to go back out there and try again, rather than lose by one and then have like a temper tantrum and be like, I suck, I hate life. Okay, and that's why your parents go, I guess I'll just protect you from that. I guess we'll just put you in the easiest league possible so that you can dribble down the court with your right hand and go for the right-handed layup, because you only go right-handed, because that's what you do, baby. We got you back. So that's not the life that you want to live if you want to be accomplished at all. So that's the quote of the day. Without struggle, there is no progress. Looking at the itinerary for the day, and I'm just going to eat a mango. I mean, I don't even know if anyone's on the show. Oh, I got one viewer. What's up, my one viewer? Check it in the comments section while I eat my mango. We have the high school workouts were before, where it was numbered scissor shots. That's, can you do scissor dribbles while we call out numbers, but when we get to your number, you shoot the ball. I like this drill because you shoot shots while you're also doing the dribbling workout. But you have to look up constantly, and instead of just calling out numbers, I know you guys can talk, I mean, God, but you just like shoot when your number's called. So it's an innovative way to look at the whole like old school way of doing it, where you just have to just like call out the coach's numbers as you're dribbling. I like this better. But we also had pick and roll slip, 2-ball dribbles, under the chair dribbles, curl jumper series, 1-on-1 high post flash, stuff that we're doing in the future. So if you want to post this homework, you want to do this stuff. It's pick and roll, retreat to pass, jump stop to corner option, jab to 3-option jumper, shots to box outs, Lana's moves, and 1-on-1 post. All right. The stuff that we would be doing tonight if we had a workout, but we do not have a workout until next Wednesday. What's up? Teo made it. Man. We don't have a workout until next Wednesday, but if you're working out and you aren't frozen at your house, all right, because I think that the weather's kind of clearing up, right? So if you're not frozen, you can do this workout. And it is bank shots, 0, 1, 2, 4 touch, middle, pick and roll, split to drive, heads, tails, chair dips, knee jumps. I don't know if the rec centers are open or anything like that, but if they are, you can go. Centers are open or anything like that, but if they are, you can go there as well. All right. Ones that we don't have heads, tails. All right. Heads, tails is you're in the middle, you're like this, and then you react. You react as I say heads or tails. If I say heads, you go one way. If I say tails, you go the other way. And if you run your way, you're running away from the person trying to tag you. If they run away from you, you got to tag them. But again, wait, we actually have that video. I know we do. I remember making that video myself. Let me type it in here. Here we go. Heads, tails. I don't know if we have this video. What in the world is going on here? All right, drills. Let me check that out real quick because I know I filmed that because I can like picture it in my mind, but I guess not. I guess it's not filmed. But yes, the main thing about heads, tails, as for any reaction drill, is that as they run away, or as you run away, you don't want to guess. You want to make your reactions better. So when the coach calls out heads, tails, heads you go that way, tails you go that way, right? You have to process it in your mind, and that's what you guys suck at. But you also suck at that when you're playing defense. You suck at it when you're diving for loose balls or lack thereof. You suck at it when you're going for rebounds, right? The reaction stuff. You don't get better by guessing. You get better by thinking about it and then processing, as frustrating as that is. But remember what I said earlier, there is no progress without struggle. So react well, and like you're not really, you're trying to win the game, but you're not. It's kind of like how I set you guys up by playing the 5th graders against high schoolers. You're trying to win the game, but you're not. If you were trying to win the game, I wouldn't put you up against those people. So you got to kind of set yourself up for disaster and then try to win. So that's the kind of struggle I'm talking about here. So when we say heads, tails, you got to react after I say it, no matter what you think I'm going to say. I don't care if it's heads 5 straight times, you know it's going to be tails. No, dude, it's chance, okay? So that's that one drill. And then the second one, we have pick and roll, split to drive. That's if they overforce you to the screen, okay? You're going over the pick and roll, they overforce you, and there is a little sliver of a slot in there. You're going to take the ball from your knee and then throw the ball through with your leg, all right? And you're going to split the defense by maneuvering your knee and the ball together to protect it, and then you bounce it off that one. Then your next 2 steps are with the opposite foot as you catch the ball with the opposite hand, so you get 1, 2 after that, and you can cover a lot of distance with those 3 steps if you go like that, but you want to be as kind of diagonal as possible. The other 4 I do have, so we're going to watch those. The first one of which is 0, 1, 2, 4 touch middle. Workouts in shooting. You start off in the middle, and then you shoot shots. First one to 50 wins, but if you touch the middle, say your score, shoot the shot, you get 1 point for a miss, 2 points for a make, 4 points if you hit a 3-pointer, and 0 points if you miss a 3-pointer, so you're kind of gambling. Watch the drill. There you go, touch the middle. You want to sprint forward. You can jog back, but I want you sprinting forward no matter what. So you guys can shoot some fast break jumpers. And as I said, you get 2 points for a made elbow jumper, 1 point for a missed elbow jumper. So you get a point either way, unless you shoot a 3-pointer, in which case you are gambling. You get 4 points if you make 3-pointer, or 0 points if you miss. First one to 32, 50, whatever number I say wins, okay? All right, next drill is bank shots. All right, for a bank shot, make sure that you shoot it from the correct spot. You want to be about 45 degrees away, but you want to make sure that you shoot the ball. Again, for a bank shot, you want to make sure that you still shoot the ball with arc. A lot of people like to shoot flat bank shots because when you're aiming for a swish, you're like, yeah, I want to swish it. Yeah, I got that. So you shoot the ball with enough arc, right? But because you've learned to not just shoot the ball straight toward the rim, because you're like, oh, that doesn't work. For a bank shot, since they're so rare, you're like, wait a minute, I'm re-aiming, and then you start to aim for the backboard. You're not aiming for the rim when you shoot for a swish, so therefore don't aim for a backboard when you're shooting for a bank shot. So you still want to shoot the ball with arc, and as the ball's on its way down, it should hit the backboard, and that's when you give it its true touch. All right, next one. We got chair dips. So if you're strong enough, you can do chair dips like this. If you're not, you can put your feet closer to your body. All right, and or as you get tired, you can do that. So maybe you start off like this. Make sure that your elbows aren't too far out. You don't want to hurt yourself. All right, but yes, you can be like this, and then as you get like weaker, you can put your legs closer to help you out. He wasn't actually weak. I told him to do that, so don't think that Wyatt's weak. He's not at all. All right, next one is we got knee jumps. All right, this is like the best thing to dunk the ball. All right, but you got to jump quickly. Okay, again, a lot of this stuff is genetics, but you can kind of, kind of like fight against the genetics by doing this drill over and over and over again. Again, always take like a rest day or something like that. But do this drill a lot, and you will definitely improve your hops. All right, so you want to put your toes flat. All right, you don't want to be up on your toes. You don't want to make it easy on yourself. All right, so those are the drills that you should be doing today, and this is the homework that you should have already done. Let's check the homework out. Against the drive. All right. Tiered, spelled incorrectly. Okay, it's okay. It happens. Teo posting some stuff right there. How many cars you got, Teo? Man, dude, y'all rich over there. All right, layup practice. That was from yesterday. The post regression stuff. Nice job. I saw you taking charges, man. You were kind of moving your leg, but I would still give you that charge. Learn to take charges by staying still, and then you react by throwing yourself back. And then as you're falling down the air, that's when you kind of like take over the landing spot. You don't want to mess up. You don't want to like prepare for the landing before they hit you. Because as soon as you move that foot back, the referee is likely to not call it a charge. All right. So be able to take a hit as you're falling back. Then you react by pushing yourself back and just sliding on the floor by keeping your chin tucked and sliding straight back. So it is hard because you have to trust. It's like a trust fall basically, but you're trusting your late reaction time, which again, as we said with the hits tells, isn't great. It's not great. All right. Let's watch the story of the day. Story time.
Kobe Bryant relentlessly plays the role he desired to be, and he never breaks character. From not flinching when a ball is faked at his face, to being the only person Ron Artest has ever seen get into an ice bath without wincing. He's always who he wants to be. Kobe's still human, but he'd never tell you that.
All right, I don't know if you noticed, but that entire thing was in the present tense because I made that video. I think I made that video before Kobe died. I'm not sure. Or at least I wrote the story before Kobe died. I think I made the video after, but I just kept the same tense because that's how it was in the book. All right, so I wrote it in the book before Kobe died. And that video, the ice bath video, was actually hilarious because Ron Artest, he got in the ice bath along with Kevin Hart. And Kevin Hart's like, oh yeah, it's cold. He hates it, right? And Ron Artest is like, dude, this is freezing. He's like, the only person I've ever seen get into an ice bath without flinching was Kobe. And Kevin Hart, again, while Kobe was still alive, he was like, yeah, what's up with that jerk? He didn't say jerk. He said something. He said a bad word. But he's like, yeah, what's up with that dude? And Ron Artest is like, he's different, man. And Ron Artest is like a hardcore dude. Dude's like seeing people like murdered and stuff like that, right? He wouldn't give someone his props that they didn't deserve it, but he's like, yeah, Kobe's different. And then he says Kobe gets in the tub without flinching. And that was when I knew. That was when I knew Kobe's secret. Like, it was like an epiphany. It was weird. Because I had seen him before, and I've heard all these Kobe stories, and I was like, okay, so he's like a robot, he doesn't sleep, all this other stuff. He gets in the gym way early, right? But then I was like, I get it. It was almost like a magic trick that was ruined. And Kobe's secret was he faked it. He was faking it the whole time. I mean, whatever. He's not that person. No one is. Like maybe Michael Jordan was. Maybe Steve Jobs. Kobe wasn't. He faked it. But he faked it every freaking day. And if you keep faking it, what does that make you? That makes you that thing. I mean, let's say that I'm a really, really nice person, but every day I saw you, I slapped you in the face. And I saw you again, I slapped you in the face. You'd be like, but he's a nice person. Why is he slapping me? And I slapped you in the face again. I mean, after like 10 years of that, you'd be like, he's not a nice person. Okay? I mean, I might be faking it. Anyone can fake whatever, but if you consistently fake it, then you're not faking it at all. It's a very, very weird thing. I mean, we might need some monks to talk about this like in deep, like maybe some Socrates stuff, because it is a deep, deep, deep topic. It's like, I don't know. It's one of those like paradoxes where it's really, really strange. Like if you keep faking something every day of your entire life, did you fake it at all? Well, maybe you didn't. So for Kobe, it's like if he stepped on a Lego, he wouldn't care. He would act like he didn't care. He would feel the pain. He would want to do it, but he would just keep a straight face and be like, that didn't hurt. And you see little kids doing that all the time. It's like, are you tired, Billy? You ready to go to sleep? And he's like, no. And they're faking it, right? They're not faking it very, very well. But then you get someone like Andre Agassi, who when he got older as a tennis player, he was like one of the best tennis players of all time. But when he got older, like in his 40s, or maybe late 30s, I'm not sure, he was playing against younger people and he couldn't keep up to them. But he was so in shape, what he did was, as he's getting like dead tired and can't move his legs, he would start jumping up and down. And he would be like, yeah, like that. Even though he was tired, he would start jumping. And why? Because he was trying to trick his body. He said he was trying to trick the other person. But he's also tricking his body into thinking, well, it's time to go, because your body has an extra reserve. Basically, your body, when it gets tired, it's like 40% tired. Because if a lion came up behind you, it would have enough speed to get away, or at least try your hardest. You always have that extra in the tank, like the just in case, right? Some people can access that just in case without the lion chasing them. And they can just pretend that the lion's chasing them. So this is that pretend thing that I'm talking about, and you just do it all the time. So you show up before everyone else does at practice, because why? I'm the greatest player that's ever played. I don't know. It's just what I do. And you start to imagine, like I did, imagine people telling stories about you in the future where they're like how amazing you were and how you would have never did blah, blah, blah. So like Teo's starting a story right now where you're posting homework every freaking day. So when Teo's like the best player for his high school in like 5 years, there you go. What are people going to be telling you about him? How does Teo average 40 points a game? Dude, do you know who this guy is? He's never missed a day of homework. And they'll be telling some second grader that. They'll be like, never? I got his autograph the other day. Never? Never. And then the kid's going to miss a day and be like, I can't be like Teo. And I'm going to be like, no, you can just fake it, dude. Teo wasn't always Teo. He was like just a regular kid before. And they're like, nah, no, he wasn't. He's amazing, right? And you start to create this like mythos about yourself. Anyone can do it. Just do it. All right, create this like mystique about yourself so that you can do anything that you want, and you start by, I guess, faking it. All right. Anyways, if you can fake it, you can make it. Or fake it until you make it. They're saying something like that. Let's check out the movies, or the movie for the day. Sorry, the movie for the day is Win-Win. All right. I think this is why I said the slapping thing, because this is all he's going to do for the whole clip. I can't show the whole movie, so I show a GIF, right, or a GIF, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Yes, but yes, this is what Paul Giamatti. It's about this guy right here, this dad. He's actually having issues with his family life. All right, it's not all about wrestling, but it is centered around wrestling. So there's like lessons to be learned there. All right, wrestling is a strange sport because, man, those ear things, they're protecting his ears right now from cauliflower ear. And it's like when you rub up against something and it connects. And I don't want to scare you away from the sport, but it is nasty, man. You can look that crap up later. Because, I mean, I don't know which one I would rather have. Cauliflower ear or eat cauliflower. Cauliflower sucks, but I would rather eat cauliflower than to have cauliflower ear. I mean, wrestling's a weird sport, but this movie's supposed to be pretty good. All right, I have not seen it. All right, if I type it in, what kind of ratings did it get? We got Win-Win gets it's a 7.1 out of 10 on IMDb. It's a 94% Rotten Tomatoes score, which is a very, very good score. All right, so I'm guessing it's a pretty good movie, and I really like Paul Giamatti as well. I'm not going to give it any stars because I can't say, but if you want to watch this movie and you are let me see, is it the 9th grade or 10th grade movie of the day? I believe this is the 10th grade movie of the month. The 10th grade movie of the month is Win Win with Paul Giamatti. It's about wrestling. If you guys watch it, make sure that you put it as a movie review. All right, we got to move on ourselves, but we will be back with trivia right after these messages. Oh, no. Just one message. Just one single message. Watch it.
In the mood for brunch? Well, set your alarm and visit Snooze. Known for their brilliantly boozy morning cocktails, a wide array of Benedicts, and creatively delicious pancake flights, this now national AM eatery started in the Ballpark neighborhood in Denver, Colorado. Their mantra at Snooze, it only takes a moment to make a difference. Sweet, savory, or combo of the two, satisfy your taste buds and chill out in the eclectic and energetic atmo that is Snooze the next time you're in the mood for brunch.
Alright, thanks for watching that. Here's our trivia for the day. Now, Kieran has a huge lead once again. I mean, he is just the trivia king. It is ridiculous. Alright, but Noah Masseth is right behind him with 3. How many more days do we have left in this month for the show? Since I only did the show on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I believe we have at least 3 more days, maybe 4 more days. I'm not quite sure. Now, we have 2 viewers. Taylor's one of them. I don't know who the other one is, but they might chime in as well. Anyone can answer this stuff, and you get a point. If you get the most points for the month, you get a coin. The coins are worth $50. You can use them to buy our merchandise, or maybe even around town eventually. All right. So the quiz of today, pretty easy, especially if you use Google. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Do it now. Get out your Google. All right. And it is, which state? States are the 50 states of America. We're not counting outer-lying states like Guam and things like that. Which state has had the most teams in the men's NCAA tournament? That's the question. Which state has had the most NCAA participants? NCAA tournament participants, sorry. So which state? I mean, you got to think about, like, I don't know, is it a big state? Probably a big state, because if it's a small state that only had like one team, I mean, that team can't go every year, could they? But would that even like amount to anything? Which state has had the most NCAA men's? Let me say it right. Which state has had the most teams in the men's NCAA tournament? Yeah, the first person to answer gets the answer. If you're not here, you're not going to answer. But if you happen to be here, try to answer the question. All right? Because I want you guys to know more about like basketball. So that's why we do these trivia questions. So you might as well try to figure it out. See what you got. Anybody at all? Any guesses? I'll give you guys about 30 more seconds. Again, which state has had the most teams in the men's NCAA tournament? It's probably a state that has just a ton of teams, probably too. All right. Anyways, if you can solve it by the end of the show, you get the point. It's not quite over yet. All right, but I am gonna continue right now. All right. Anyways, chime in whenever you want. You get the answer. And for now, let's go on. All right. Checking out the picture of the day, the image of the day, the news story of the day. Jason Tatum. He says, on winning an NBA title, I know what it takes now. All right. Michigan State? The state of Michigan? Nah, that's not the answer. They only have like 2 teams. Maybe, no, I'm sure they have more teams than that. That's what I found. Which state has had the most? Let me see if I can type it in. It's not like I search for these things. I just like see them. Let's see. Which state has most NCAA appearances for teams? Yeah, no, it's like right when I type it in. It's the very first result. I just type in the words, which state has the most NCAA appearances teams? That doesn't really make sense, but I know how to search Google. I am a Googler fanatic. I'm crazy. But yes, Jason Tatum winning a title. I know what it takes now. Too late, Jason. It's too late. A little too late, Jason. If you knew what it took last June, you would have won, Jason. No, I'm just joking. But no, he's had that experience. That will help them a lot, because I know once you get to the big dance, the big party, the big I just made that word up. You will definitely do better the next time that you're there. I remember Jaylen Brown was in it, and they showed a clip of Jaylen Brown like six years ago on the court with Steph Curry about to play, and he was like a kid. These guys were kids. Jason Tatum is like in like this viral video with Blake Griffin going, like this. I believe that was him. And D-Loading was in it too. These guys are kids, and they have to deal with so much pressure. Think about it. Like when the veterans get up against them, like the Golden State Warriors had them last year, the Boston Celtics, they didn't have too much of a chance because you're going up against experience. So because now he's experienced, I do believe he knows what it takes to get there now. But will he make it there? All right. I mean, it's not as much of a crapshoot as like in the NCAA tournament is, where one game you can like do badly and then lose the entire thing. But it's still pretty difficult to make the to make the NBA Finals, even if it is not Kansas. It is not Kansas. Even if you are the best team. Now, they try to like defuse that, and it's better than football is. Football is more of a crapshoot, right? Because they go 7 games. And in 7 games, the better team should usually win, right? But if you have a bad game or maybe have like an injury to like a key player or something like that, anything can happen along the way. So with the more games that you play, it goes against you as well. And as teams play you over and over and over again, they're going to make adjustments. So maybe you were better than them. But now, with all the adjustments, it's all about, well, who can coach better? So now other things like matter. Or maybe they have like a deeper bench and you didn't have a deeper bench. So on any given day you could beat them, but not over and over and over again. So the best teams don't always win. And of course there's always luck and grit and like everything like that. So we're going to see if the Boston Celtics can get there. I don't even know. I still kind of doubt them. But as a Laker fan, I always hope that Boston loses. Because, it is a cult and it is a gang like that. And we got to be better than them, man. We got to have more championships than them in the end. You can't just guess every state. You can't just guess every state. I'm going to give you the answer now. So, yes, we will see if he knows what it takes to win. All right, but let's see if you know what it takes to win. And don't forget, wait. I'll go back to the trivia real quick. All right. It keeps switching. I'm so confused. All right, so if I type in which state has the most NCAA appearances into Google, like this, that's all I typed in. It says no state has more NCAA tournament teams than Texas. All right, it even says which state has the most NCAA teams. That's different. So there's 2 different questions. All right, but as for this exact question, where is it? Right there. All right. It says, while Texas has been represented by the most universities at the tournament over the years, the last men's team from Texas to win was Texas Western in 1966. The women's team has had more luck. Texas A&M won the women's NCAA tournament in 2011. So that's the answer right there. Texas. I guess California. I just knew it was going to be a state that had a whole bunch of teams in it. And if you're looking for colleges, California has just a ton of colleges. D1 colleges, probably a lot. I don't even know the number, but Texas would be another one. I'm not even sure who has more than those 2. So it would have had to have been those 2. That's why I made that guess. No one gets the answer today. Don't forget that the quote of the day is Merry Christmas. No, the quote of the day is, without struggle, there is no progress. But I will say to you, Merry Christmas. If you happen to celebrate Christmas, if you don't, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, happy vacation day. I mean, no matter how atheistic anyone is, they always go, I'm taking Christmas off. And if you make me work on Christmas, I'm going to sue you. Because now I believe in Christmas. But yes, you guys have a great, great day. I don't know how you lost to nobody. I don't know how you did it. But you did it. All right. It happens, my man. It happens. All right. I'll talk to you later, or whoever else was here. I think that there was 2 people. But yes, I will see y'all later. Over and out. Merry Christmas, everybody. Peace out.